How do you actually be more disciplined with your dating life and relationships? Younger Adrian, every single time he used to go on a date, which used to be a very, very, very rare occasion, he would hype himself up pre date. He would say to himself, "This is the one." After the date, didn't really get the result he wanted. And this would kill his ego. This would make him upset. This would make him feel like that something was wrong with him and not with the person he was seeing. What do you think this made me do? Do you think a result like that would motivate me to keep dating and exploring the pool? Or do you think the easier option was for me to just be independent because I need to focus on myself and I just don't really deserve love right now, so I'm just going to throw dating in the bin, throw relationships in the bin, and continue my self improvement without realizing that connecting with people is probably the biggest part of self improvement. Relationships, dating. That's why so many of my videos are about relationships and how you can navigate your way through dating and become more secure. Because, bro, I swear to God, I would go on a date and then I wouldn't for like 6 to 10 months because of how upset I was because of the result. It would kill my motivation. Now, you clicked on this video about how I can become more disciplined with dating and relationships. And with everything, bro, with dating, with business, with gym, with reading, the word discipline, I don't want to give you a boring answer, bro, but it's kind of the same thing for everything. It's taking messy action. Just doing something which you feel like is a step outside your comfort zone. Jumping into the uncertainty. It took me years to learn about this. But I'm telling you, bro, the sooner I could just jump into the dating pool, put myself out there without caring as much as the result as much as I once did, that's when I found the partner sooner rather than later. You hear the saying, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. It's completely true. If I didn't take messy action, if I didn't make all the mistakes and feel bad, if I didn't do any of that, I wouldn't be where I am now. You were looking for some sort of magical answer by clicking on this video. You thought I was going to say, okay, say this pickup line, say this to girls to be more disciplined. It's not about that. Because, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. If you haven't been on a date, your first date is probably like hard criticism, but you're probably going to fuck it up. Just because you're putting the person you're seeing on a pedestal because you don't value yourself as much as you should yet. Which is a very, very, very tough pill to swallow. But I know if you did value yourself a lot more than what you do now, you wouldn't be watching these types of videos. So realize I'm not trying to roast you here. I'm on your side because I'm literally giving advice to younger Adrian because he used to be in the same position you were in right now. He would search and look deeply for these types of videos. But if he was to find this video, I can assure you it would help him the most. I guess one of the most important lessons is you need to start controlling your emotional impulses. Quite frankly, you have been starved off of female attention for quite some time. But recently, you've been self-improving. You've been self-improving. You've been going to the gym. You've been socializing with your friends. You've been eating healthy. You've been going to bed on time. Cold showers, no fap. And believe it or not, randomly, this girl messages you or replies back to you. You freaking jump out of your fucking bed and realize, holy shit, I haven't had a girl message me forever. This is new. Holy, what? Instantly, you get pretty emotional. You say to yourself, I'm not going to fuck this up. This is the one. I'm in love. Let's do this. Bro, you haven't even met the individual and you are already putting them on a pedestal based on their Instagram. You don't know what their values are. You don't know their personality. You don't know if you're compatible. But instantly, your monkey brain, your dumb monkey brain as a guy, purely just thinks about physical looks. That's like guy psychology. So by having this mindset, you're instantly already putting them on a pedestal and getting rid of all of your accomplishments and values, if you have any. You're putting all those in the bin and making her your focus like that before you've even met her. This is a recipe of disaster because when you do maybe get the date with her, your energy is going to come across as needy, desperate, and not abundant and confident. What if I was to tell you, if you were to start acting like you are the guy who attracts girls, have this abundance, even if you don't, if you can kind of maybe even fake it and not get attached to people so quickly, like even before you meet them, you are quite literally guaranteeing yourself a better result than if you were to just get emotional and have these impulses like, oh my God, she hasn't messaged me back already. I haven't seen her. Why is she taking so long to reply? What is this message? Overanalyzing everything isn't going to get you far. There is no right or wrong thing to say. I personally believe that when you can have this abundant mind, when you can take ruthless action with this abundant mind, you won't be in the dating pool for that long. You will find the one sooner rather than later. It's just that I guess us guys have been accustomed to believe that you should neglect dating and that you shouldn't love and that you should just be disciplined in other areas of your life. Be disciplined in the gym, be disciplined with your business, be disciplined with your cold showers and nofap streak, which is all good stuff to be disciplined with. But then again, that's not an excuse for you not to be disciplined with your love life. Because your love life, if that's going well, and if it's with the right person that you know deep down you're compatible with, all the other areas of your self-improvement journey are going to 10x. Just because now you know you have that secure base. Now you know when you're recording a video, after you finish this video, you're going to have someone to fall back on. Like, who wouldn't want that? Right now, you probably wouldn't even be watching these videos because you have a bigger social life. You have the loving partner. So it should be your duty to make dating a higher priority right now on your current list. If I was to ask you, what are your 5 priorities right now? I'd love to see where dating is ranked, because I know for younger Adrian, dating was non-existent, but it was non-existent, but he'd still want the partner. He'd still crave female attention, but he wasn't taking the right actions to accomplish that. So let's write down, what are your top 5 priorities? Number 1, I guess if you're in school or university, maybe that's really important. Okay, number 1. Number 2, maybe your gym routine, your fitness. Number 3, okay, maybe reading books. Number 4, okay, socializing with your friends. Number 5, okay, dating. Cool. What if you were to put dating from 5 to 4? Or maybe 4 to 3? Don't you think you would make progress faster if you could discipline yourself to make it a higher priority? Heck, I think you would. Why wouldn't you? You're taking more action. The more you take action with something, the more you're going to grow because of it. The more YouTube videos I post, the better speaker I'm going to become. The more my channel's going to grow. The more books I read, the more knowledgeable I become. The more gym sessions I complete, the bigger my muscles get. You grow through taking more action. It's literally that simple. And don't say there's no good girls out there. That's why I'm not dating. That's cope. I'm the guy right now who's trying to smash and throw out all of these limiting beliefs you have in your mind currently. I've done it. And I'm here to tell you today, the more ruthless action you can take, you will become better with girls and dating. When you meet up with someone, they are quite literally a reflection of your strengths and weaknesses. Right now, you probably don't even know what your weaknesses are because you never socialize with the opposite sex. But what if you were to for the first time and then you realize, holy shit, Adrian, I've realized I struggle being vulnerable and I'm pretty avoidant. I want to learn more about this and see why I act like this to improve on it for the next time I meet up with someone. Whoa. If you are familiar with my content, I have been posting tons of videos about the attachment styles, anxious, avoidant, and secure, and how most of us, pardon me, I'm a bit sick today. God damn it. How most of us reflect an anxious, avoidant attachment style, which isn't inherently bad. It's just that when we're on self-improvement, we should be striving to become more secure within ourselves. And I think having a relationship only fastens that progress. Because now you're hit with thousands of more problems than if you were to be single. Realize that as the masculine man, the more pain you endure, the more you're going to grow because of it. I do know the one reason why you have been avoiding dating and why you're not disciplined in this area. It's because you have a strong fear of rejection. You correlate being rejected with something negative. But is it really negative? Or is it positive? Think about it. You going on a date. Your main focus should be controlling everything you can control. Arrive on time. Dress well. Smell good. Feel good. and just be yourself. As like easier said than done that is, okay? But like the result, getting accepted or rejected, that is not in your control. So it's not something you should correlate with being positive or a negative experience. You could meet someone and have like maybe the best date ever, but then probably still reject one another because you're just not compatible. Does that make it a positive or negative experience? I think it's still a positive experience, despite getting rejected. When you cold approach girls and get rejected, I still think that's a positive experience because maybe you did make a mistake and you can reflect on it now for the future cold approaches. We have been so brainwashed and manipulated to believe that rejection is bad and that you should avoid rejection. You shouldn't chase it. Never take risks. Always be in your safe little room and never do anything in the outside world. Never speak to her, never speak to him, never raise your hand, never invest that money. Never, negative. That's all wrong. That's all bullshit. I'm here to tell you today that the more you can take risks, the more you can dive deep into getting rejected and place less value on top of the result. You're unconsciously going to be taking more ruthless action because you don't care if you get rejected. You realize it's not your decision. And that you'd rather get rejected than feel regret. At least with getting rejected, you know the answer. With regret, you're left in la la land. You're just left with, oh, what if? What if I spoke to her? What if I went on that date? What if? What a horrible male existence. What if? What, bro? Throw those two words in the bin. And adding these two new words, take action. What if? Fuck that. Genuinely. Fuck that. You should be feeling motivated right now. You should be feeling inspired. You should be feeling like, okay, Adrian said to become more disciplined with dating, I quite literally just need to do what I've done with every other area of my life and just make it a higher priority. Because once it is a higher priority, that allows me to get in more reps, getting more attempts, take more action, find my weaknesses, double down on my strengths. That's all I need to do. It doesn't matter if some girl rejects me. If she does, it's her loss. That should be the confident, masculine mindset. But I guess me saying making it a higher priority doesn't inherently mean throwing your purpose, your goals, your mission all in the bin. No. You need to find that balance. Because like I've said many times, you are your most attractive self when you are tunnel visioned and fully focused on your goals. Right? But that doesn't mean dating drops all the way down. That doesn't mean dating drops all the way down on your priorities list. It just means you make these like micro little tweaks. Like, okay, let's put dating a bit higher. Let's stay consistent with the gym. Let's not skip a workout for a date. But let's do the workout first and then go to the date. Let's not play video games tonight and actually go outside. See what I mean, bro? I think a large part of it comes down to organization with your time. And I guess to get a better understanding of the organization of your time is you should probably start writing a to-do list or at least a daily schedule of what you do in every hour. Because right now I can guarantee you, you probably will definitely waste a good 3 to 4 hours a day scrolling, consuming content, and I hope not that you're fapping. 3 to 4 quality hours are going straight in the bin. Use those more productively. Be more disciplined. Spend your time right without regrets. And that's naturally going to put you in a happier mood to then socialize with or go on dates. It's all about being your most happiest, vibrant, confident self. And I hope this video can help motivate you to do so. Go on that date. I'm currently doing one-on-one relationship coaching. It will be the first link in the description. Also, make sure to click the subscribe button and also that little bell icon. So kind of like reminded when I do post these types of videos, and you can watch them and educate yourself as soon as humanly possible. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.